Good afternoon. My name is Daniel, and I'm from Security Platform Incorporation in Korea. Actually, I have to apologize first because today our CTO should be here and explaining all those techy stuff, but I'm not really engineer or familiar with all techy stuff. So I'll try to just translate into my language and try to just deliver the information as much as possible. Okay. Our company is to deliver embedded security solution for those lightweight IoT devices. So we don't manufacture any hardware. We work with the global chipset vendors, such as STMicro, Microchip, and Infineon, and more. We deliver a software solution between the application and the hardware chipset itself. Okay. But we don't make any final product like AMI devices or robot arms or stuff like that. But sometimes we believe there's a need to provide some sort of module-based solution in order to foster the IoT device market. So our company, our engineers are from most likely from Samsung Networks and Samsung Electronics. And they were actually moved down to Samsung CQI, which is actually a security company, subsidiary of Samsung. So each one of them has about 20 years plus experiences and expertise in security, OS, and board supporting packages, and all these different technologies. So we believe that IoT industries, the chipset vendors are coming up with all those security engines built inside of it, and delivering to OEMs and makers, but they don't know how to handle that. Even if there's security engines there, in order to implement it, there are a lot of studies that it is required. So they have struggle how to make that secure products. So that's where we come in and try to make that problem solved with the bootloader, boot room levels right above the silicon to help secure features are ready. This will explain more in between application and the chipset. So we come in and provide that underneath the kernel, like bootloader solutions. So when you talk about IoT security, even if we do focus on this device level security, you need all three segments of a full end-to-end solution to make that full integrity is reserved. So we provide three different Axio branded product called Axio OS. Well, this is not OS, it's real OS. We just conveniently called OS because that includes that bootloader and some APIs and different stacks. Okay, so Axio VPN also includes that some SSL TLS based communication protocols and remote attestation solution to make sure checking all the devices' health condition and try to just update the firmwares and softwares as needed. So our company has been only 2 years. July 2015 was the establishment date. We started out with the TPM or ESC kind of secondary coprocessor solution when we started. So we tested out with the STMicro and Microchip's silicon to build that embedded Linux boxes like router and gateways. But that was actually off the trend. So IoT devices are getting smaller and smaller, so we need different solutions to make it robust security measures are provided. So we thought about Axio Builder. We're going to introduce that later. But this is secure IoT development board. So Arduino type of board. Everybody uses that to do the prototyping and some proof of concept thing. So we just provide a secure SoC with Arduino, which is Axio Builder, and try to make different applications to test it out, taste the water. So all the different applications we built this year is actually ready by now, and everybody's waiting for mass production next year. So when you talk about IoT, it's not really proliferating. All the stakeholders are here, and do you really believe that it's proliferating as of today? Maybe not, right? But just because of security. So all the countries are just waiting for the regulation stuff, and before that, they just announced that some certification system to boost the market. So right now in Korea, there are 3 different actions: some guidelines and voluntary certificate system, and also some executable home network AAA grade buildings they certify. So this means that government is getting ready to standardize IoT security. Well, not only the home security, but all IoT security sectors. So once again, the certificate system doesn't really foster the market. When it comes to the regulation, that everybody knows that it has to be, that's a mandate stage, right? So until then, we think that there's a big chasm. As a startup company, we need to survive and we need to, sustain. So we are focusing on the software innovation as of today, providing some application solutions to OEMs and service providers. So this is very practical solutions that they really like, and we are starting December. We're getting mass production of this secure LoRa products, and also actual VPN product, which is useful for IP cameras and CCTV solutions. And maybe starting next year, everybody knows that ARM announced the version 8M. And M2.3 and M3.3 chipsets are available next year. But I'd like to point out that many people claim that there's some trust-based security solutions are ready with the ARM's version 8M, but nobody really focused on this M0 level of security. Well, all the full feature set of security is very difficult to fuse into that M0 level because that hardware resources are not really abundant. So those hardware constraints are really bottleneck, and we are really solving the problem as of today. I'll show you later. So walking the walk, we don't really talk about the security and all these different technology terms only. So we provide this kind of hardware security, well, many thanks to our friends here, Data.io and Secure Things, and many different people just help those terms and technologies introduced already. Hardware-based security is the solution that we are chasing for. But if you really look at that market out there, there are many different hardware solutions: TPM, embedded SE, SIM cards, and also there's some authentication hardware too. And PUF is a very keyword as of today, but we focus on the secure MCU somehow, because we succeeded with the M0 core to provide a full feature set of this robust security. This MS500 is made by the Korean startup company called EWBM. Okay, he's also from Samsung, and they just used that Cortex M0, but which is 100 megahertz, which is much faster than regular M0 core, and combine it together with the Synopsys IP to provide these 3 different secure engines: TRNG and root of trust, and symmetric or symmetric crypto accelerator, all together built inside of one single chip. Okay. So utilizing this chip, and we actually contribute some as a security assessment to make it a complete package. We could just provide anti-forgery and anti-cloning solution all together with this small chipset. Okay. So again, root of trust and cryptography is the key part to provide the device security solutions. Well, this is a reference slide that what sort of specs that MS500 has, and this spec really is good enough for those small endpoint level light scale devices. So this is the Axio builder that we introduced last October. This is exactly same form factor and same interfaces that Arduino M0 board. Okay. Only difference is that we replaced the chipset with our MS500 secure SoC. So it will provide all this device unique key, crypto accelerator, TRNG, and secure boot, and firmware encryption. Everything is built inside. So we provide that same libraries and APIs to all different environments. So manufacturers and makers, they don't need to change anything. They could use existing Arduino development environments, Sketch IDE and same shield and everything. And they focus on the application development, but the security comes along. So this is the key point. We make life easier, okay? This block diagram shows you, different interfaces and different power options are available. And this is pinout. This is almost identical with the Arduino board. So think about providing all this software code as a security solution to OEMs and makers. They like it, but they don't buy it. So that's the dilemma. So we like to just show them how to do it, and they don't need to. They don't need to study security, or they don't need to hire experts on security. So we try to just build our own application using our Axio builder, buying that Samtec reference board, 1276 board, and try to just make that prototyping and test it and verify it. And everything was good. Even the tuning of the power consumption is the key part. Try to make that small enough device to sustain longer life cycle, like 10 years. Okay. So we tested out and asked that device manufacturer to make that commercial module as a this secure LoRa module. So we announced that commercially available product back in November 10th or so. So SK Telecom is actually putting this product as a website, IoT website, to promote this kind of secure product. And also, this product, this reference module of development kit is listed as a LoRa Alliance web page. This is the one and only secure LoRa development kit that they have. Okay. And even our partners are just providing, manufacturing the secure AMI devices and smart street lights using the LoRa communication and Wi-Fi together. And also, data concentration unit for, Capco, which is electrical power company in Korea. So these applications are, getting more and more. So with this module block diagram shows you general purpose MCU plus, radio chip, RF chip is replaced as a, secure MCU plus that radio chip. That's simple enough. So we provide this kind of secure boot and also, a hardware crypto accelerator to make that more efficiency of, power saving. Well, our report shows that, encapsulation and also this encryption time for regular software solution, it takes about 10 seconds. But with our solution, using the hardware crypto engines, it's about 2 seconds, which means that, even regular LoRa device is longer process than ours. So we are LoRa Alliance certified product using that first loader and second loader is actually signed, very unique signed process using the device unique key. Oh, this thing is also certified as the highest level of security by SKT among those 5 products altogether. Oops, what's going on? Okay, on a secure LoRa networking, everybody knows that ID information is very important. So app key and app EUI, the ID information is transferred to server side, app key and network key. But you need a secure boot and secure storage to protect all the information inside of that small LoRa devices. Well, typically, NB-IoT related people, attacks that LoRa industry people, just because of the security, because they use the SIM card. So this is unlicensed band, no SIM card, and this is a very replicable ID information. So they think it's vulnerable. So we just proved that secure LoRa is not. How we do that? It was a very difficult process to convince the telecom people how to import this kind of secure LoRa devices, because they didn't believe it. They thought that it was almost impossible to just put security onto that small device with the M0 core. So we just copied that. Well, actually, 2 stages. We took 2 generic module of LoRa module, and one of them is actually new firmware that we coded, modified to expose the information. Okay, and then the other second one, we just have that new firmware to accept that whatever the ID copy is. So it was really doable to crack into that LoRa module and try to just modify the firmware. This is very critical. You're losing the control of the OS. Okay, so after that, we successfully replicated the LoRa devices, meaning the AMI devices, all the smart metering stuff. They just forged that thing and copied all information multiple devices. So that was a very difficult process to convince SKT people to promote this kind of secure LoRa devices. But this is almost like base of LoRa devices in Korea right now. One other thing that I'd like to introduce today is a one-chip VPN solution. As you know, normally VPN server and VPN client is actually work as a pair, right? But VPN client is a software that runs on a small devices. Your PC or mobile devices, it has a VPN clients. But what about the little small IoT devices? It's almost very difficult to just run that VPN client. So we make it as a hardware VPN client built into the chipset. So when you turn it on, the automatic session and all those encapsulated data is transferred. So we tried out with the WizNet, the reference board, Ethernet board, combined with our actual builder, try to just do the proof of concept, and finally made that external unit of MS500 plus the Ethernet chipset W5500. So that's the first product, but now we are going into the second stage to make that one chip solution goes into that device itself. So we are co-working with the host MCU to make the VPN process before the data leaves the IP camera or CCTV. So this is the diagram how we inject that encrypted data before they leave that USB. So again, this is the hardware crypto engine to try to just reduce the timing to save the power and battery life. So this is one channel, 10 megabps, which is good enough for HD images, video streams, and crypto accelerator and secure storage is provided, and IPsec version is going to be ready by first quarter next year. Okay. We are getting this common criteria certification. This picture shows you, what's the environment in the market as of today. They use this kind of CCTV with the enclosure out there, but this enclosure is only just containing one big VPN boxes. This is 4-port VPN boxes. How much it is? It's about $500 to a couple $1,000s. I mean, this is unbelievable. So we just presented to Samsung security company S1 Corp, and they were just presenting this kind of project for millions of CCTVs, and they really loved it because we represented as a $100. You could do all those feature set of a VPN and with the secure pipe. So that's all for today. It was very short, right? So we are just really concerning what's the next step. I mean, we are the technology company. We don't manufacture hardwares or anything, but we are still making that application with the modules and stuff. I mean, shall we just keep doing that, or we just wait for next stage when the chipsets are available and everybody's aware of security? I mean, what do you think? I mean, this is a hot issue as of today. You know, we are getting first funding round. You know, tomorrow we are signing. Okay, but that's not really solving our problem. So we have to really think about how to just promote the security for IoT and develop more concrete solution so that OEMs and makers are really loving it. Okay, thank you. Yes.